Hey guys, thanks for stopping by SmokinSteve's today. Normally we're coming to you from the kitchen or out back with the smoker or the grill, cooking up something good to eat. But today we're out here in the garage and we're going to be doing the assembly on the Ride1Up Cafe Cruiser. And I want to give a big shout out to Ride1Up for sending me the bike, and we're going to do assembly on it first, and then once it's assembled, we're going to be doing a review on it and show you folks what the Ride1Up Cafe Cruiser is all about. So let's dig into it, get this thing unboxed, and see what we got to do. Okay, here's the box it comes in. As you can see, it's a pretty big box, pretty wide. And we opened the top up here, and everything seems to be packaged real well. A lot of tie wraps around things, keep things from moving around. Everything's packed in here real well. So we'll get all this unpacked and get started. Okay, I was able to get it all pulled out of the box, and everything is tie wrapped together, and it all came out in one piece. It slid right out of the box. And as you can see, as we walk around here, that everything's nice and secure, tied up, wrapped up for its protection. So let's go ahead and get all this wrapping off, and we'll get this guy assembled. Okay, we got all the wrapping off, all the tie wraps cut off, and let me show you what we got. There's the Cafe Cruiser. It's pretty much all assembled. All we're missing is putting the handlebars on, the front tire, front fender. And over here, parts wise, front tire, front fender, the keeper for the front tire, a couple nuts and bolts, pedals, charger, some nice metric Allen wrenches, and a couple of open end wrenches, and a sock cap, a Ride1Up sock cap. So that's what was in the box, and now we're going to get it all put together and see how it goes. Okay, we're going to start out by putting these handlebars on, and to do that we got to take these 4 screws out right here. So we're going to continue to get these guys out, and then we'll be sliding our handlebars in. Okay, we got our assembly taken apart there, and we'll lift these handlebars up. And as you can see, there's a knurled section here right in the middle of the handlebars, so that'll want to go right in there. I want to be careful to get these bolts started straight so you don't screw up the threads. And you want to tighten them evenly once we get the wrench on there, so that the gap is about the same on the top as it is in the bottom. So let's try to snug this up just a little bit here. See if we can't pull these handlebars up a little bit. Yeah, we can go for that right now. We'll probably have to adjust them once we get it all put together and get on the bike, but this is good for right now.
Check the spacing down below here. Looks pretty much equal. So we'll snug him up just a little bit. Okay, that does it for the handlebars. Now next we'll go ahead and throw that front tire on. Okay guys, we're going to slip this front tire and wheel on there, and this here is the keeper. It's got a spring on each end and for each side of the axle, and this here tightens and loosens, and it's a clamp, and you want to get that just tight enough to where when you push it, it leaves an impression on your hand, in your palm of your hand. You don't want it to just go like that and it closes. That's not tight enough. Just tighten it until when you close it, you got to push pretty hard and it leaves an impression in your hand. So let's go ahead and get this tire on here on this front fork, and we'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay guys, before we put that front wheel in there, we have to pull out that little spacer between the brake pad here. That was in the gap there. You got to pull that out, and then we're ready to put that wheel in there. So we want to make sure this rotor here goes in the center of that brake pad, and the forks goes over that. Kind of let it rest on that kickstand for now while we grab this keeper. Now remember those two springs I showed you. One goes on each side, and this thing here will want to go on the opposite side of your brake rotor. So just simply unscrew that. Take that one spring off. It's going to go on the other side. Stick that over here. Spring on. And your nut. And you want to make sure you got equal spacing between each side of your tire and each side of your fork here. So let's go ahead and tighten this guy up. Okay, a little bit of resistance there, not a lot. That's too much. So we're going to back it off a little bit. Go with that right there. Now we're going to pick that fork up and give it a spin and see what she looks like. Looks pretty good. I didn't hear the rotor scraping on the rubbing on the brake pads at all, so I think we're good. I'm going to try it again. Looks pretty true, and I don't hear any rubbing, so we should be good. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put our fender on. And I pulled this bolt out of the front fork. It was screwed in right here, and that's going to go through the fender and the light. So let's go ahead and put her through the light first and through the fender. Okay guys, I found if you turn the wheel a little bit, you can get this screw a whole lot better. So once it's started, go ahead and snug him up. You may have to adjust it a little bit. It will go up and down. And you got these two little levers over here that you need to get bolted up to this guy. So let me grab them bolts and get that bolted up and move on to the pedals.
Okay, once you get those bolts in there, go ahead and tighten those up, just like so. Then we're going to go ahead and do the other side, and then we'll tighten that top one up where we want it.
Okay, I tightened up this top piece here. Straighten that light up. Okay guys, we got the pedals left to do. One has an L on it for left, and one has an R on it for right. Now the one that goes on the left will screw in, they've got left-hand threads, so it'll screw in to the left. Okay guys, I got this left pedal started. You want to make sure you get it started straight. Now to tighten it up, turn it to the left on this side. The other side will be the exact opposite. Run that in by hand as much as we can. Once we get this side on, we go around to the other side and repeat the process. Get that pedal on. I'm going to snug it up pretty good. Okay, now for this right pedal, I'm going to turn it to the right, get it started. Again, make sure it's started straight. Otherwise, you'll strip those threads out. Okay, started straight. Now we'll go ahead and run it in by hand as best we can. Go ahead and put our open end wrench on there and snug him up. That does it for the pedals. Guys, I just took that baby out for a little test ride around the block 2 or 3 times. This baby is amazing. Had it in pedal assist 5 and Shimano gear up in 8, and I had it up to 29.3 miles an hour. This thing will flat out get it. Rides nice. I love the handlebars, the way they're spread out. It's really a nice bike. I can't wait to do a total review on it. So be sure to check that out. Okay guys, that does it for the assembly. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Not a lot of parts to put together. Ride1Up did most of the work for you. Now there is one adjustment there I failed to mention on that kickstand. There's a little set screw beside, underneath that kickstand that you can loosen up and either raise or lower that kickstand, and that'll give you a different angle where that bike's sitting on that kickstand. So I'm going to loosen that up a little bit and throw that bike up in a little more upright position and not have it leaning so much. And other than that, we're good to go. We're ready to check it out, put it through its paces, and we're going to be doing a review on it, run it through its Shimano gears, run it through all the pedal assist gears, do a review on it, see how it performs. So be sure to check that video out as well. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Hope to see you on the next one.